right, guys. Thanks for having me here. Looking forward to the season. I think we got off to a great start. Jacob's team. You so I think CMC and Lamar really did a good job bringing us through here. Tight end defense could use some work, but overall happy with the team's performance coming off of a rough off season with a pandemic. But I think Ridley had a surprising performance, but overall, this is step one. Talk to my team day in, day out. One day at a time. Do what you can do to get better. All right, so if we can pick up the win, as long as we're doing our job, that's all that matters to us. All right. I'll start taking questions now. Hey, Jacob Cantrell here. So do you actually plan on having Lamar Jackson run the ball this week or what? Hey, yeah, Jacob. Yeah, I think that's a good question. Lamar he's always been one to kind of go through his first read and then move on to get the play done with his feet. But really, ever since he came over here to Lux Revenge, we've been trying to focus on those accuracy issues, and I think that first game really is a testament to that. And if we have a game where he can use his feet, he will. But that's not our top priority. Whatever's going to win us ball games, whatever's going to get him better, that's all that matters. So as I know better than anyone, your team generally wins week one. How do you plan to keep this winning culture going through the whole season? Yeah, kind of like I said in the opening, we take it one day at a time. All we have to do is be 1-0 every week. That's all that matters. So I think if we can do the things that we need to do through the season, I think that's really going to set us up to continue those winning ways like we did against your team that you put out there. But, I like where we're at. So, last question. How's the mood in the locker room now that your players know that you'll pretty much trade anyone for the right offer? I mean, what are they going to do when they don't have a GM that they can trust? No, that's a good question. That's fair. My guys know this is a business. We're here to win. If you're not doing your job, you can ask Austin Eckler. You're gonna get drafted in the third round, and you're gonna put up less than 10. We don't take that here. So we went ahead and shipped him off. But my guys understand to be the best, you got to perform week in and week out. And if you don't, Lux Revenge don't want you. All right, you either perform or you're gonna be on one of the sorry teams. The other 9 in the league. Not this one. Hey, Ben, yeah, what you got? Hey, will you do a stat correct for my BS loss to Alex? Look, I don't know what you think a commissioner can do, but I can't change the score. Do you think I would have a loss ever if I could change the score? Really? No, you need to talk to the one up high, ESPN, to figure that out, not me, all right? So, being that I think Jacob's team is probably the worst in the entire league, do you think that Jacob needs Wilson in order to play well? Look, Jacob was in a league with me well before Wilson got here, all right? He always struggles week one. I always wondered, maybe if he should play fantasy football week one. And somehow that lucky son of a gun ends up in the playoffs every year. So, ask me in 12, 13 weeks, and then we'll talk about it. All right, last one. Do you think that Georgia Tech is the greatest team of all time? No. Next question. How do you feel now that you're facing a legend as an opponent this week? Legend? I could be a legend of a 4-team league when I'm 3 of the ghost teams, I don't think that's that big of a deal, Welcome to the league. I'm glad you're here, but if you can't be calling yourself a legend when you haven't made the playoffs yet. Ben hadn't made the playoffs. I think he's got a better shot than you right now. You got that scrape by week one win, but plenty of a season to go. Once you start making the playoffs, start contending for a title, then we'll talk. But you're a rookie. Let's pump the brakes on stuff like that. Any other questions? All right, thank you guys for having me. I'll see you week 2. Y'all have a good night.